Welcome to the Explainer. You know that little piece of plastic in your wallet? We use it every single day. But the technology that makes even a simple tap possible, well, that's a fascinating story of high-speed, secure communication.
I mean, it feels instant, doesn't it? You just tap, pay, and you're on your way. But in that tiny fraction of a second, your card is taking this wild, super fast digital trip. So today we're going to follow that journey step by step.
And really, the best way to think about it is as your own personal digital key. But, this isn't like your front door key. Oh no, this is a high-tech master key with all sorts of digital locks built right in. So let's take a closer look at the key itself.
Okay, so let's break this digital key down. The first clues about how it all works, they're right there on the surface of the card, either printed or embedded. And trust me, every single part has a really important job.
So you've got that long 16-digit number, right? That's basically your unique address in the whole financial system. Then there's the chip. Think of that as its super secure vault. And the expiry date and CVV? Those are just extra little checks. But here's the kicker. The most important security feature, well, it's not even on the card. And that's your PIN, your personal identification number. This is the first layer of security. And it's the one you control. It's like the secret handshake that tells the machine, yep, the right person's holding this card. It's the one piece of this whole puzzle you should never, ever share with anyone. Okay, so we've got our key. Let's put it to work in the most classic way possible, getting some cash from an ATM. We do this all the time without a second thought, but what's happening in the background is, honestly, it's a masterpiece of secure communication.
So in just those few seconds you're standing there, there's this super fast encrypted conversation going on. The ATM is basically sending a message to your bank asking, hey, is this person for real and do they actually have the money? Your bank then checks your PIN, checks your balance, and shoots back a yes or a no. It's only after it gets that big yes that the cash actually comes out. Pretty cool, right?
All right, so that's the ATM. But what about when you're just paying for groceries or grabbing your morning coffee? The process is just as secure, but it's all been fine-tuned for speed, right there at the checkout.
It's a really similar idea to the ATM, just faster. That little machine, the point-of-sale terminal, zips a request over to your bank. Your bank gives it the thumbs up and boom, the money is instantly authorized to move from your account to the stores. You're looking at a full-blown bank transaction happening in the time it takes you to tap your card. Incredible!
Okay, but what happens when you're not actually there with your card, like when you're shopping online from your couch? The system needs another way, an extra way, to make sure the person typing in all those numbers is really you.
And this is where that second step becomes absolutely crucial, the OTP. So you type in your card number, the expiry date, all that stuff. But then the system demands another piece of proof. Something that isn't printed on the card, but connects the purchase to something you physically have with you, like your phone.
Right. This one-time password, or OTP, think of it like a self-destructing key from a spy movie. It's totally unique, it's only good for one transaction, and it usually expires in just a few minutes. What it does is prove that the person buying something doesn't just have your card info, but they also have your phone. That makes things way, way harder for fraudsters.
So whether you're at an ATM, in a store, or shopping online, all of these processes are wrapped up in these invisible layers of security. They're all working together, 24/7, to create this powerful shield that protects your money.
And this is where things get really cool, especially when you look at how the card itself has evolved. You see that little metallic chip on your card? That thing is a massive security upgrade from the old magnetic stripes. Why? Well, those old stripes were kind of easy for criminals to copy or clone. But the chip, every single time you use it, it creates a unique one-time use code for that specific transaction. It's called a cryptogram. It means that even if a bad guy intercepted the data from your coffee purchase, it would be totally useless for trying to buy something else. Game changer.
You know, in the security world, they have a name for this: defense in depth. And it's a brilliant concept. It's not about having one super strong lock on the door. It's about having multiple layers. Think about it. You have something you know, that's your PIN. You have something you have, that's your phone for an OTP. You have something physically on the card. That's the chip creating its secret code. And on top of all that, you have a guardian angel, your bank, that's constantly monitoring for weird activity. So if one layer happens to fail, the others are still there, standing guard.
Yeah, this quote really nails it, doesn't it? At the end of the day, your card isn't just a piece of plastic for getting cash. It's a trusted token of your digital identity. Every single time you use it, you're plugging into this huge, complex ecosystem of secure networks, all designed to do one thing: prove that you are who you say you are.
I mean, this little digital key completely changed the game. But the evolution isn't stopping, right? We've gone from physical cards to just tapping our phones. So, as technology keeps racing forward, what do you think the next key will look like? What's going to replace that piece of plastic in our wallets? It's something to think about the next time you tap to pay.